Chapter 848! Later, bitch! Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Podcast. It's me, best guy ever, back again on the high seas with my good friend Hypocrite.
I am a gorilla, actually. I've changed.
Well, I didn't make any stances one way or the other, so you can be a gorilla if you want. Maybe you ate the gorilla fruit. What do I know? That's likely in this world. A hippo man with a gorilla body. It's kind of like how Pecoms is a lion who ate the turtle fruit, and now he's a lion. Oh my god! I just remembered that, like, lion turtles are kind of like a thing. I think in, like, Chinese mythology. Yeah. Remember at the end of Avatar, The Last Airbender, when Aang met the giant lion turtle? That was dope.
That was
awesome. All right, anyway. So this is actually a fairly momentous occasion. This particular chapter, chapter 8.
Fairly momentous.
4-8. Well, it's a little bit.
It's a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't much happen, but.
So this is the celebration of the 20th anniversary of One Piece. This is the start. Okay, well, let me tell you. This is the start of the 2017 year, because for some reason Jump is really weird and, like, starts the 2017 things in December. I think because, like, all the Tanko
they don't
Bokan
believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. They don't have, like, a Chinese New Year or anything. This is just, like, their dates are the same as ours. Wait, maybe they do have a Japanese New Year. I don't fucking know. Anyway, they start their year, the 2017 year, like at the beginning of December, and so this is the 20th year that One Piece is running. It started in July. I've got it right here, actually. July 19th, 1997 is when the first Romance Dawn chapter appeared in Shonen Jump. And by the way, I've got a little momentous quote from July 19th, 1997, from Eiichiro Oda here. So everyone, listen up. Quote, "When I was in middle school, I decided that I would draw a pirate comic in Jump. I'll ignore the atrocities of historic facts and just draw a bunch of jolly pirates, 'cause hey, it's summer. But what I really wonder is why Jump used a pirate mark. Why is that?" End quote. Eiichiro Oda, July 19th, 1997, Weekly Shonen Jump. Fuck yeah, Oda. Your legacy continues.
Does Jump have a pirate? Oh, it does. It has that. Yeah,
don't
guy.
you know, dude? Come on. I didn't actually know that until I played Jump Ultimate Stars, Jump Superstars. Yeah, that was a big thing in those.
It was destined from the beginning to be the biggest one.
True. It's the longest. Well, it's not the longest running, but it's the most successful. Made the most money and sold the most volumes, and the most popular by far of any shonen ever. I mean, any book series ever. In Japan and possibly the world. Not 100% on that.
I don't know about because of the Bible, you know.
Oh, fuck.
That's a pretty
Jesus.
Pretty cool one there.
I forgot about Jesus Burgess's side project,
yes.
The Bible, that he's been working on for a long time. That's give credit where credit's due to Mr. Store himself. Yeah, so, man, great work. There's a couple series that have been going longer. What's it? Kochikame, the Police Box series, ended recently on its 40th season. Jesus Christ, one man working on a fucking series for 40 years. Makes One Piece seem like a little baby by comparison. And 20 years of this shit. It's crazy. I can't believe it. And I feel only One Piece, in my mind, has justified it. There has never been a series ever, besides One Piece that has justified a 20-year run. Can you think of anything? Is there anything that can compete?
I mean,
like the Simpsons? Fucking no. The Simpsons should have ended.
I don't know
a long time ago.
That went downhill, but it was probably before the 20th season. I don't know about Doctor Who. I don't know how good that was, but it's never been great. So, Gee, I don't know. I guess it might be the only one.
I would give it up to something like Star Trek, but Star Trek hasn't run for like 20 full seasons. It's been on and off for like 50 years, but it hasn't gone this long. So One Piece is winning. It's an older man in terms of total time spent making it, as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah,
keep it up, One Piece. Here we go. We're going into the final, I don't know, quarter of the series. So keep it up, do it good, make it Rad. Yeah, do all that shit. Okay, anyway.
So yeah, let's start with the beginning of this chapter where all these guys...
Chapter 848, Goodbye. Goodbye.
So Luffy has just finished shouting at Big Mom and everyone's going like, haha, you idiot, she's gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Nami's thinking about something. And then we got Digibro.
By the way, Nami is looking hot as fuck with her ripped blouse. Yes. Want to insert my dick between her tits? Just putting that out there.
I mean, that
now you know.
Goes without saying.
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm saying it anyway.
Yes, say it for everyone.
I will. Oh wait, quick shout out to the color spread with all the red. Looked really cool. We don't talk about those much, but it looked awesome. All right, sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So this guy comes in. This little punk rock kid. I like him instantly.
I like him a lot. He's a little Jotaro boy from JoJo, man.
Yeah.
Josuke, yeah.
And he's not gonna brush his damn teeth.
Oh, yeah, what a badass.
So, we see that Big Mom is not actually taking Luffy's words in offense. Basically the same as last chapter. She's like, yeah, whatever. I got the Tamakaba, the tomato thing. And,
Tamatebako!
And that's gonna explode, and we all know that's gonna be interesting. And
Zeus is real cute, by the way. Floating around with his little hat, looking all concerned and shit.
Yeah,
what a guy.
I like the fact that they can talk. I guess it's obvious that they should be able to talk. It was just that first initial, description of them by the guy that made them seem like monsters, but they're just guys who are
they're just hanging out. They don't even look very threatening, considering what he was saying, but I guess they are. I'll take his word for it.
Yeah, so Mama's happy and... Oh yeah, she gets a notification that somebody is stealing shit in the room.
There's a ruckus, yeah.
And she seems to be mostly upset about the Tamatebako, so I feel like when that turns out to not even be there, much less that it explodes, I think she's going to be more pissed than maybe even the Poneglyph going missing. I mean, maybe she doesn't even think that's possible, but she seems really happy about having that Tamatebako thing.
True, and I think that the Tamatebako was said to be like in Japanese folklore, I believe it is a thing that there's like a famous Japanese story about a guy who I think he met someone and was magically made from like a child into an adult man. Like there was something like that, and so that's what those evil pills or whatever they fucking were. Like they made the fishman super strong, but really they just made them old. So I'm kind of wondering why she's so interested in it. Because
maybe she thinks it's something that can help her grow people big.
I was thinking that too. Perhaps growth, is kind of her dream or something. So maybe that's it. But I don't know. I don't really care either way. But what I did think was cool was, how I was saying I was mad that they were kind of waving away all the shit that Luffy had done before, and they're just she's in a good mood, she's just gonna let that all go. I actually, now that they're kind of doubling down on she's really not concerned with the shit that that Luffy started with there, and this chapter once again she's letting more shit slide from Luffy. All because she's so excited about A, the wedding happening, and B, the Tamatebako, and C, that cake. You know she's gonna get denied that fucking cake. It's gonna happen, dude. The wedding's gonna fucking fail. The Tamatebako's gonna blow up in her face. It's all gonna be good, and then that fucking cake is not gonna be there, and she's gonna lose her shit. Mark my words, it's going to happen. I'm a fucking prophet from the future. I'm come back to give this vision to you people.
I think Luffy might eat it if he gets out. That would be a pretty big thing. But who else could eat it? What else could happen to it, do you think?
I think it might get blown up by the cake. She might be hit by the explosion and think, oh, okay, you know what, that sucked, but lol, I'm a pirate, these things happen, and then notice that the cake's gone and be like, oh shit, now it's time to fucking murder everyone. So now that they're kind of building up, they're really hyping up in my eyes, oh, she's so willing to let these things go because A, B, and C. And when those get destroyed, it's going to be a major fucking deal. And it's going to be a shit show.
I can't wait for it to happen.
Me too.
It's going to be one of those panels where, it happens and she doesn't notice for a second, and then everyone else is the big eyes and the mouth huge open eh?
Oh yeah.
No.
I hope so. It's going to be great. The climax of this is going to be hype. Can't wait. especially considering stuff we see later. But let's keep going.
Yeah. So now we got Sanji mulling over things in his room, smoking, like, I don't know, did I do the right thing? Are they going to be fine? They'll be fine, You
know, I bet that the Garima guys, I bet they vape, because they're into technology and shit, and that's why they don't like Sanji, because Sanji smokes normal cigarettes like a loser. They're into that high-tech shit. That's the real story behind the story. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and so he gets, I think this is the first time he has, like, openly had the heart eyes for Pudding, which is cool.
Actually, I looked it up, and he did, in fact, have them the first time he saw her picture. He was real hype. The very first time. But not since then has he been his old self.
Yeah, he's finally feeling good about the fact that everything's going bad, but it's at least his friends are going to be okay, and Pudding's good.
Yeah.
He's more settled into this new idea of his life than ever, which is all the more tragic when it suddenly comes crashing down.
Yeah.
When everything goes wrong.
If you ask me, I feel like this is a little bit of him, like, exercising, like, his what's the word I'm trying to say? Like, he's kind of forcing himself to believe, like, okay, yeah, everything's going to be fine. Like, it's okay. They're going to do these things, and there's nothing to worry about. I just need to, like, force myself to be happy. It's a little sad, in my opinion, to watch him kind of trick himself into being like, everything's fine, and I'm going to be in love, so, okay, time to be in love now, time to be normal Sanji. Oh, I love you, Pudding. But I do feel like those are genuine feelings of happiness at the end. So
they're genuine,
that's
but
nice
it's like,
see.
there's like a...
There's definitely like a little seed of darkness.
Yeah.
A shadow, exactly. But, yeah, see, this is what I want. I want to see Sanji be fucking in love with Pudding, and something to happen, and I swear to God, if Oda fucking, like, ends it the way that he's implying that it might end at the end of this fucking chapter, and he cucks Sanji, and he cucks me out of the fucking romantic ending for Sanji that I have earned by reading the series for 20 fucking years, I'm gonna lose my shit. It's not gonna be okay. This is the one time that One Piece is allowed to be romantic, to do something outright. Give Sanji a fucking break. He deserves it. He fucking deserves to get laid one time, all right? For all the incels out there.
Yeah, so now then we get to switch to Pudding, and there's a bit of backstory with Lola. I don't really understand it. I think it's like...
Oh, this is actually a genius scene, in my opinion. So, Lola is just kind of hearing the details. So Lola is... Pudding is in a room with, like, a handmaiden or something, and this person is telling Pudding, like... Okay, so she mentions Lola, whatever. Like, yeah, she had a favorite card. Doesn't matter. But by the way, Pudding, Big Mom doesn't like your wedding dress choice that you made yesterday, so you're going to need to wear this one. And then there's this panel of Big Mom saying, Pudding, if you just listen to me, you'll always go right. You'll never go wrong. And then we see, like, a Big Mom saying, like, oh, you're such, like, a sweet little doll. You're such a sweet little darling, just like a doll. And then we see Pudding walk out in the rain while the attendant lady is like, oh, Lady Pudding, you're gonna catch a cold if you go out there. Don't do that. Don't have fun. Like, don't do things that are against what people want you to do. And then we see her talking to a flashback panel to Lola, and Lola's like, yeah, don't worry. I'm running away. Like, I'm doing it. I'm running from this marriage that Mom set up for me. But she's not gonna hate me. Yeah, she's telling Pudding, like, yeah, I'm running away, but don't worry, like, we're family, it'll work out, because I'm the one who's going to decide on my own marriage. So what this scene is doing, and this is actually really great, it's setting up how Pudding is kind of, these seeds of resistance have been sown in Pudding, how she's been placated and talked down to her whole life as, the daughter of a Yonko, which is obviously extremely intimidating, and she sees what Lola did, running away from an imposed marriage, and she's having some ideas of herself from her sheltered little life. She's gonna start to do things on her own, and it's particularly genius. And I talked about this last time about how this element, this little nugget of Lola's obsession with marriage that we saw all those years back in Thriller Bark is now like that feeling of Lola has been sort of, they've added this bit about, oh, she ran away from a wedding, which is like, has fed into her character of why she's so obsessed with marriage, and she wants to marry somebody who she is in love with, not who she's been chosen to. And how, like, that's now having a payoff here with Pudding's arc, about how that's, like, sowed the seeds of dissent in Pudding, about how she's thinking about doing something similarly, and how it's putting this whole this whole different take on the aspect of marriage, and I just think it's really cool the way that that's had a payoff so many years later in this, whole marriage themed arc. Really cool stuff.
I'm also noticing as you're saying that, like, Lola's saying, "Don't worry, girl, she won't kill me." I think this might be an implication that this is the first time this has happened. Like, Lola is leaving, and she thinks it's going to be okay. I'm just going to run away. I don't want to do it. And she seems happy about it, and she doesn't really realize the wrath of Big Mom might be more than she anticipates. But Pudding knows.
Who is it, man? Who's her fucking groom? Who was her former groom? A bunch of people commented after we were talking about who the groom could have been, like Dragon, or I don't know, fucking Garp, whatever, like somebody really strong or really influential, because it was said if the wedding had gone through, Lola had married, some dude, she would have been Pirate Queen by now, Pirate King, whatever. I don't think it's a gendered term, Pirate King. But it didn't happen. And so, like, the speculation is just, like, who has the power who could have made that happen? Some people suggested Vegapunk, which I think is worth considering. That could have been,
I guess.
Maybe.
We don't really know whether he's, like, employed or, like, part of the government. Like, if he's, like, a slave to the government's wishes.
Yeah, there's so much we don't know about the guy, but we know that he's so influential. Like, he shaped the world pretty much by himself multiple times. But
yeah, I guess.
We'll just have to see.
That doesn't actually make sense. Like, if she's going for the Guruma, like, she might know that they have a lot of technology.
Yeah, and what's his face worked with Vegapunk. Judge Vinsmoke worked with Vegapunk on the cloning project or whatever, like the DNA project or whatever. Yeah, so that's cool. If you can't get Vegapunk, get the scientist who's, like, in his league. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, what else is going on?
All right, then we get to see what Pedro can do, and apparently he's a nimble, speedy cat Gonzalez boy Zorro with a slashing of a sword. Not Zorro as in Zorro, but, like, he seems to be
that too.
Slashing a Z.
Actually, if you look,
shield.
Oh, right. Okay. You meant that Zorro. I was thinking the other Zorro, but you're talking about real Zorro as an original Zorro. Yeah, it does look like a Z. If you look like it, I don't know what a Z is, by the way. It sounds like some made-up word that doesn't really exist. I see a Z though.
Letter of the
that's a fake. You're a liar. But Pedro. So we'd only seen Pedro do exactly one thing before. And it was when we first met him, he sort of, like, teleported into the room. He teleported behind you and unsheathed his katana.
He sure did.
And said, "Nothing personnel, kid." But now he's actually doing speedy things. He's fucking running on walls. He's slicing up things. He's actually being a cool boy. And he's got fucking dynamite. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta say, he impressed me. He impressed me this chapter.
Yeah, he's a proper little assassin. I don't know what his role was before. I assume it was to kill guys, because he's a very dark, sort of slicey guy.
Yeah. And he looks cool. I like his weird jaguar face. I'm starting to like this guy. He's winning me over. I didn't think I was gonna, but he's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, you fucking furry.
His little hat. You got me. Want to have sex with that cat, boy.
So yeah.
But Baron Tamago did not fight him yet. Got to see some fights with Baron Tamago. Want to see him.
That's going to be like
Brook.
The duel between the two of them. It's going to be pretty interesting.
I don't even want Baron Tamago to fight Pedro. I want Baron to fight fucking Brook. Gentleman duel, people. Gentleman duel. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Right. So then we find out that the second intruder, Brook, snuck in and locked the door behind him somehow. So he's got past,
I'm sorry. I didn't notice all those things happening behind those massive fucking legs. Holy shit. She's clearly a long leg. Lady Sherbert, fucking milkshake, whatever. What is it?
Commander...
Smoothie. Smoothie is clearly a long leg tribe dude, and she is looking fly as fuck.
Yes.
Love her.
I love those
fantastic
knee bulges.
What the fuck are those? I don't know, but they're cool.
They're decorative puff knee puffs.
Yeah, they are. She's awesome.
Them.
I love everything about her. She's the coolest.
Yeah. Big old glove. Dang. So yeah,
I bet she and Baron Tamago. Oh, I forgot. He's a long leg guy too. Maybe they're like related. Maybe they're like best friends. They're like, hey, my legs are longer than your legs. Check out my legs, bro. I hope they bond over their leg size. Just do that. That's what I want.
So there's only one entrance to that room, which is maybe notable because Brook can use his soul thing to go through walls.
True.
I don't know. I think he can completely leave his body, and he'll just leave skeleton behind.
Yeah,
so
but that
he could escape,
important.
but yeah, it is important. So I don't know how that will work.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's gonna go down.
But yeah, then we see Brook in the room with a bunch of really strong-looking guys and a bunch of chest soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a bit of lore about what the chest soldiers are made of. I never really paid attention to them. I just thought they were just guys.
Let me break it down. This is real. Yeah, they're not particularly important, but they're just soldiers. They're chess piece ranked from fucking pawn to king. But what was particularly interesting about them was, I mean, as we know, or actually it hadn't been explained up to this point, but was clearly the implication that they're brought to life by the souls of people that Big Mom has inserted into them. And that's real cool and all, but it's exactly what Gecko Moria did with shadows, sticking them into people, and they kind of take on the strength of those people. Only, frankly, this is like way more boring. Like, this is way less cool than what Gecko Moria did with his zombie guys. And frankly, Big Mom just has like a better fruit in every, like hers. You know how like Ace's fruit was just like a downgrade of Akainu's. Like Gecko Moria's fruit is just a downgrade of Big Mom's fruit, basically. That's cool, whatever. I actually like the hierarchy system in One Piece about how you can just get a shittier fruit than somebody else, and just you got to think creatively, But
I thought you were saying that these chess people were more boring than Gecko Moria.
Well, they are if they don't have like a cool, unique weakness like the Shadow guys did with putting salt down their throat. Because that was cool.
I mean, these homies, I mean, they do have a weakness in that Brook can just music the fuck out of them.
That's true. He happens to be... Okay, well, that's the thing. And this was the coolest thing that ever happened in my entire fucking life.
He's a soul king.
Oh my god. See, did I not fucking call it? That he would be like the boy to deal with this whole soul situation. And this panel is so fucking dope. He's got his first of all, his soul has an afro and a crown, which is just fucking radical. He's so cool. This is the first time Brook has ever done anything. If I'm kind of underselling how awesome a moment this was for Brook. This is the first time Brook has ever done anything super duper cool. His fight against Ryuma, pretty cool. But he didn't even, do that well. He got fucking his ass handed to him, and then Zoro comes along and actually wins. He's like, yeah, I fucking won for you. So, and then, everything he's done since then. He has not had a good fight since then. None. Not even the one in, it was kind of funny when he fought that fishman dude and, stepped on the guy's face, had a, icy sword. But that was just look at my new powers thing. I can separate my head from my body, and I have an icy sword now. But he's actually doing something now, and it's great. I just need more. Please do more. Please fight Baron Tamago. Have a glorious gentleman duel. Make me happy, Brook. This is your chance.
Yeah,
please.
I hadn't really considered the implication of Brook being able to control other people's souls. I don't think he's really done that en masse before.
It has been said that he moves souls when he plays his music, and it hasn't really been talked about what that meant until right now. So this is cool.
And so he seems to be the perfect counter to Big Mom's all the homies.
Yes, he is. Yep.
Since he hasn't been really fighting any of the homies, we haven't seen it yet. And I guess these chess people are homies technically because they got souls.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure.
So yeah, Brook can command or deactivate all the homies that he comes across.
I love these unique. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it makes him a lot more powerful on this island. He can.
Yeah.
If there's just two big guys in this room now, he can take both of them on probably.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, a lot easier. I love the unique counters that the Straw Hats have to these battles. It's the whole Lola's Bibli card or Vivri card, what the fuck ever it's called. That Nami had. Nami had that bond with Lola. She got the card, so that was Nami's special power that was manifested, in this arc. And Brook, Soul King, he's got this fucking moving souls ability, uniquely qualified to do a raid on Big Mom's crew. It's great to see moments like this, and it's almost a shame. This kind of just reminds me of the crew's kind of a little bit too big for its own good now because we can't get as many moments like this with everybody. It's taken so long for Brook to get this moment, and if there were less people in the crew, I feel something like this would have come a lot sooner for Brook just because there's so many people to divide screen time, quote unquote, panel time between. But nonetheless, I'm super glad it's here. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
The reason I didn't think Brook was going to use soul power on the homies was because Nami had the Vivre card, and I thought that was going to be the trump card, but it got taken away. So it makes so it's a way for both of them to have that you can have a connection back to Lola, and also Brook to have a cool moment. So it's really good. Really good design of a power.
Yeah, I'm glad Oda has finally found... I mean, obviously, I think he's had this in mind since the time skip. Before the time skip, Brook's role wasn't super clear. He clearly put in the time to think, like, okay, now I've got a thing for Brook. He's a dead man. He's going to do things with that.
And it's really it's a nice pun. Like, even when the Soul King thing happened, I didn't really make the obvious connection that it was due to his ability. I just thought it was the music that moved people's soul because he was just a really good musician. But he literally has soul powers. It's just a perfect thing for a musician to be a soul guy.
It's great. It's so great. And you know what? I'm feeling just one negative thing about this. I feel like Oda, in doing this whole push into Rockstar Brook land, the whole gentleman skeleton thing that I personally fell in love with, I feel like it's just getting less and less irrelevant, and like it's not really, he's not that guy anymore. In fact, he never was. That was like the joke. He like wasn't a gentleman at all. He was a total like disgusting asshole pig pirate fuckboy, and that's a little bit of exaggeration. But like he was farting and burping and asking bitches to see their panties and pussies all the time. And but like calling himself a gentleman while doing those things is really hilarious. And I hope it doesn't completely go away, but we'll see.
I think when it comes to the sword fighting, that's probably still going to be an element. But when it comes to like the big, impressive displays of his power, it's probably going to be the rock stuff. The soul.
I agree. He's kind of like a red mage.
Like
he's got powers and sword guy.
Like when he does his sword thing, it's going to be like a fencing duel sort of.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the gentlemanly.
All right, so let's move on to the next stuff. What? You get something else?
Oh, no.
Right.
So, yeah, this is the big other thing. Pudding comes in to talk to Luffy and Nami.
Oh, yeah.
And she whispers something in their ear.
Oh, wait. But I love, by the way, how that guy had to stick a bookmark. I was going to say the bookmark fucking sticks in there. It's funny. I don't get it, but it's cool. Anyway.
Yeah, I love the cutaway to Sanji having flowers. Is like he's humming.
He's so happy. He's so happy. He's like, I did it, guys! I fucking found a rose. I'm gonna give it to my pretty girlfriend. Oh, that poor boy.
And she says, I'm gonna commit suicide or something to stop the marriage. I assume that's basically because they reacted really like, holy shit.
The look in their eyes was absolutely devastated. There's nothing she could have said that would have shocked them other than, okay, Sanji's proposed to me. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just letting you know that's not gonna happen. And like, oh, what could she do? Maybe she's gonna like go reason with Big Mom now. She's gonna fucking Sudoku. She's gonna solve that Sudoku so hardcore, nobody's gonna ever do a Sudoku again because she's gonna be the world champ for life. And she looks real sad. And she's crying. She says goodbye. So
such a poor Sanji.
No, it's okay. Well, I mean, I should feel sad, but I don't think there's any chance of it actually happening.
Well, of her dying,
her dying, specifically of her dying.
Yeah,
I don't think the wedding will happen.
Yeah, but if it does happen, I'm not really expecting her to die because death doesn't really happen very lightly in One Piece. But I can't think of what could happen. I mean, I guess Chopper and Carrot could save her and bring her into the mirror world, or something might happen with them because they're like.
Well, they have to do something for sure.
Yeah, they're what's the word? They're not accounted for at the moment.
Right. They have just been fucking tormented in Mirror World for like 24 straight hours of nightmare. It's got to be traumatizing for those guys. I feel for them.
So yeah, I think the whole thing with Pedro and Brook is going to be the Poneglyph. Nami and Luffy are going to somehow... I don't know what's going to happen. Something's...
Yeah.
I think Chopper and Carrot are going to be instrumental in getting Luffy and Nami free. And maybe also saving Pudding from herself.
Yeah. I agree.
Using that mirror world is going to be... That mirror world is going to be very important, I think.
I agree. It's been built up. There's been mysteries around it. It's definitely going to be a thing, for sure. It's a very Alice in Wonderland, which is what this whole arc is, literally. Now, let me just say, before we wrap up, do closing thoughts or anything, gotta tick up that Luffy tooth count to 5 chapters that Luffy has gone without that fucking tooth. And by the way, I went back to just double check. In the panel after Luffy gets kicked in the face by Sanji, I think you can see, like, it's a little hard to tell because, you know, like, it's all black and white. It's not exactly sure what's what. I think you can just see the tooth that's fallen out of his face. And it's just like, you just see it falling out. And Luffy doesn't, like, pick it up or anything. So it's just gone. So this seems like a little, I didn't notice that at first, but that's like a legit wound, like this tooth being gone thing. But still, let's keep the counter going, people, until that tooth is back. This is kind of the most fun thing about One Piece.
It is pretty nice to see it, like, I mean, I'm trying to remember if an injury like that has persisted in any sort of significant similar way. Like, I'm pretty sure Usopp has lost teeth before and they've come back later.
Yeah,
but they haven't
for sure.
They haven't come back immediately.
That's
like
the thing.
After, like, after they have a big climactic battle and they're all, like, battered and bruised, and then, you know, they rest for a few days and then their teeth are back. It's like, will that happen here? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure I recall remember when Usopp got hit by Mr. Four, the batter man, the bad guy with Miss Merry Christmas, the mole. Yeah, I believe when he got hit and broke literally every bone in his body, but was totally fine like 5 minutes later. I'm pretty sure he lost some teeth there as well, and it was just totally okay. You know what? I'm exaggerating. He wasn't totally okay. He was in a full body cast for a while after that, but he did keep fighting for a while, and way to go, champ.
There's also a thing with Brook lost a tooth and got his skull cracked in that fight.
He's a little different, I guess, because he's got his weird power that keeps him alive. So, like, with him, I'm, like, pretty willing to let it go.
I remember a part of the conversation saying, like, people grow bones back, but I'm dead, so I can't do that. And I'm like, well, how'd you get your tooth back?
I don't buy it. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Normally, with something like this, with the tooth thing, I wouldn't have, wondered about it at all. I would have, like, okay, he got his tooth knocked out. He'll be fine, like, a chapter. And that was the whole thing. And, like, in that second chapter when it was still missing, that's when I was like, okay, now there's, like, a thing going on. This is, like, a real thing with Luffy to, like, show his wound from the Sanji battle or something. It's a very deep metaphor. I just can't wait to see what... Yeah, what?
At the end of the thing, Sanji will find the tooth on the ground and said, "Here you go, Luffy." It's like, everything's fine now. We saved the day. You saved my day, and here's your tooth, and go brush your teeth. And
he'll learn. Oh my God, what if Luffy, this whole arc is going to turn out to be dental themed? That kid is going to learn to brush his teeth. Luffy's going to get that tooth reinstalled. Oh, it's going to be a great thing, and the Garma Kingdom's going to become dentists because they're evil and they love torturing people. So that's the most evil thing you can do.
Big Mom should have a bunch of
dentists. Oh, she's a candy eater, so she's got dental problems. Oh my God, of course. It's going to be a big thing. Is Chopper here? Chopper is here. Okay, he can doctor everybody's teeth and fucking fix them up.
Denteristing.
Yeah, Sanji's cooking, Chopper's denteristing. Yeah, yo. Okay, we're rambling now. Any other comments to make about it? I think I've said just about everything now.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Don't die, Pudding. Keep it together, girl. Let Sanji hit that shit one fucking time before you do that shit. It's the least you can fucking do, all right? If you want to make Sanji happy, make me happy too. Make us all happy. Let him tap that shit one time. Get rid of his virgin rage, please. I'm begging you. He doesn't deserve to live this cuck life anymore. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. Go out there and uncuck yourselves as well. We'll see you next week, and it'll be good. Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye.